Chop on the beat.
On light, Jimmy baby, on light.
Hi, I'm Grant Payette,
Hi, I'm Ross.
and for our astronomy video, we decided to talk about how our sun will change. We're going to talk about how the sun will change over the next 5 billion years,
And also how it's gonna affect our life in the future.
and what we're going to have to do looking down the road when the sun eventually gets really large and we can't live on Earth anymore. So here's our video, we hope you enjoy it.
First, I would like to introduce the eye chart diagram. The y-axis is the luminosity, and the x-axis is the surface temperature. And here is the mean sequence. Stars spend 90% of their lifetime on the mean sequence. For those stars, they undergoes the hydrogen fusion, which convert hydrogen to the helium in the core of the star. After our sun spends most of the hydrogen in its core, the issue will occur. The process of hydrogen fusion keeps the sun stable against the force of gravity. It also keeps the sun from expanding too far out. When the core stops hydrogen fusion, it will shift to the outside layer, and the timeline for the process about 10 billion years. And now our sun is like 4.5 billion years old, so we're on halfway. And what is the problem? The size of the sun compared to the size of the earth is like this now. And in 5 billion years, it's gonna like this. The size of the sun will double.
The size of the sun now pushes outwards as hydrogen fusion begins in the surrounding shell. At this point, the luminosity of the sun can double, and the radius can increase by up to 40%. So this phase where the sun has a helium burning core is relatively brief compared to the hydrogen core phase. And this phase lasts roughly 130 million years. So as we see this phase go on, and as we see time go by the time the sun is about 7 billion years old, the luminosity of the sun will have gone up by over 3 times. And additionally, the surface temperature of the Earth will have gone up by over 100 degrees. That evaporates all the oceans on Earth and makes it highly unlikely that anyone could live there. All right, so now we're going to take a look again at the main sequence and see where our sun has come. So this is going to be the main sequence, and here are all the stars on the main sequence. And so here is where our sun was just a little bit ago, right about here. And now, 7.6 billion years has gone by, and our sun is going to be a red giant finally, and it's going to be about over here. All right, so again, now, looking down the road, about 7.6 billion years, looking at the sun, is going to be about 100 times larger than it is today. The core has become so hot at this point that it actually is now able to fuse helium into carbon and into oxygen as well. So, at this point, the Earth is no longer habitable. Actually, it wasn't inhabitable once our sun moved off the main sequence and evaporated all of our oceans and became a red giant. So, let's look into it a little bit more. So right now, here we are. So we got Earth over here at 1 AU, right inside the habitable zone. Okay, so looking down the road though, we have our sun here. Earth is going to be right about here, right on the edge. And then the habitable zone, the new one for the universe, is going to be about this. Way out. Into the Kuiper belt. So, what used to be a comfortable habitable zone is now shifted to one that is 49.4 AU to 71.1 AU. And this is pretty good for the whole universe, but not so good for Earth. So just for a rough estimate, Pluto's range of orbit is about 40 AU at the farthest point. So this extends really, really far out. And so what does all this mean? So we can take this information and we can look down the road and kind of plan for what we want to do about moving. So our future planet, our future home, might be out in the Kuiper Belt. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it.
And I hope you learned something about how does our sun changes over time.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all.